here in the Living Lounge, bar and restaurant, sushi spot in the Renaissance Hotel in São Paulo. I came out today. I usually don't come and move around these parts of town unless I'm shopping, but I decided to come out and see what the Americans were talking about. Since I don't get to see many these days living in Brazil, right? I have a few American friends out here, but I was going to go to the tailgating party for the Packers and Eagles game that's out here right now, but they said it was private, so I'm just here trying to use some Marriott Bonvoy points and chill out. So this is a really dope hotel. If any of you ever come into town and you're hotel people, I stay at Marriott's when I do hotels, and this Renaissance one is a little more upscale, 5-star. We're just chilling though. There's some cool music. I got me some Pinot Grigio, which I can rarely find here in Brazil when I go out. So I'm super stoked. And having a good time. Hope everyone's enjoying their Friday, I guess it is. So this has been a whole controversial thing because, as some of you may have heard, the Packers and the Eagles are playing here in São Paulo this week. Let me turn around so y'all can see me. I'm on a different beat today. So yeah, the Eagles and the Packers are here, which God knows I don't care about football, not even a little bit. But I thought, well, it'd be cool to see some Americans for once, right? So we are just here enjoying the vibes. So basically it's a big controversy though, because a lot of the players, of course mostly brothers, are acting all scared to come to Brazil because apparently Brazil is just some god-awful, scary place, right? I'm like, wow, one of the best countries in the world, and they're acting scared to come here because they might get pickpocketed. It's so ironic. Meanwhile, in Georgia, where my kids were born, right near Atlanta and Athens, they just were shooting out at the high school. Young boys shooting up the crowd, supposedly. I don't know. I don't really be trusting the media about anything. But I'm just saying, like, I'd much rather be somewhere that has, the concern of pickpocketing or the loss of a phone. Hi, Cindy Lee Marie. Yeah, I'd much rather be pickpocketed and risk the loss of physical items and to live somewhere where you could send your kids off in the morning and not see them again when they're in a safe place, which is school, right? This is why I just laugh at Americans. I find Americans to be so hilarious. But anyway, of course, it's mostly brothers acting squeamish and scared, at least for the media, pretending like they don't love to come to Brazil and countries like this looking for women. And it's just a bunch of bull, right? But it's just hilarious to me that they're trying to run that media campaign. Oh, Brazil's so scary. Mind you, literally so much more advanced, so much more chill than the U.S. and absolutely have a better quality of life here than I've had anywhere in the United States. And that's on period. You can't tell me nothing. I'm like, y'all are a trip. What's up, lady? You in the A? Yeah, I'm from, my peoples are from Georgia, So I know Georgia well. We've lived in Athens. We've lived in Atlanta a lot. You've been to Ghana? Okay, Ghana is cool. I have spent a good bit of time, about 7 or 8 months in Ghana at one point too. You're from Warner Robins? Okay. Yeah, Ghana is okay. I heard it wasn't that great anymore, and it was a long time when I was there. I have zero interest in going back at this point, but I am interested in East Africa, maybe Kenya, definitely Zimbabwe because I have a lot of folks there. But more so, I'm just enjoying living in South America. I love Brazil. It's just the best. And I just really encourage people to really tune out the media when you're trying to make decisions about traveling and stuff. Such nonsense. If you want to know about a place, you want to know whether a place is good enough or is it safe enough, is it cool enough for you to visit and give your time and energy to, the best thing you can do is make contact with the people who are there. Whether you find WhatsApp groups, whether you find Facebook groups, okay, or something like that. That is the best way for you to get that information. It's not from the mainstream media who has all the dum-dums on there. Oh my God, they're sending us to Brazil. Oh my God, we're going to get robbed. Something bad is going to happen. Now, I do understand the NFL being extra as F about Brazil in that we're talking about, very wealthy, people. So people who have a lot of money. And it goes down whether you're wealthy or not. You can get robbed, you get jacked. I mean, people get kidnapped in Rio, which we're not in Rio. São Paulo, I've never even seen a crime being committed. Other parts of Brazil, yes. I have been criminalized in Rio. I've been robbed and gone through hella stuff in Salvador years ago up north in Bahia. But right now, I'm like, São Paulo is lit. São Paulo is a world-class city. I mean, just watch your back a little bit like you would in any city, and you have nothing to really worry about. Freaking fantastic place. Oh, yeah. She is amazing. She's one of my, I love her because I'm like an OG. I've been doing this forever, but I haven't really been able to get my YouTube going. And I love that she has created a beautiful community for women who are living globally and doing their thing and not worrying about sitting up and trying to see if they're going to get married and have kids and sit up and waste their lives away, but just really, get out there. And I love how she encourages sisters, whatever about everybody else, but black women to do that. Okay, that's how you found me. I know, it's so blessed. Like anytime I post under Stephanie's YouTubes, or if I post under just certain ones who are out there promoting women freeing up and traveling and manifesting their best lives, women come to me via those platforms just from me like interacting in the comments. I'm super grateful. Yeah. I love Stephanie Perry. I think she is just elegant and wonderful and inspiring to women. And she speaks so beautifully and clear. And I really enjoy her energy. And I'm enjoying seeing her just go all over the world. I haven't done that. I've lived in, I've been to maybe like 20 different places. I've lived in like maybe 15 of those. So I have done a lot of traveling. Then I've gone back and forth to certain places a lot, in the Caribbean especially. So, in Brazil, like the parts of the Caribbean and Brazil are the places I have been and lived back and forth a lot. But, the interesting thing about my lifestyle is I do it with my kids, right? Oh, toxic job. Yeah, because she's all about taking that sabbatical, girl. Take that sabbatical, free up. It's not easy, though. I know people be having responsibilities, might have elder parents to care for. I've gone through that. Might have, children. So it's like, I don't try to overly tell people just, hey, figure it out. Because it's not that easy for everyone. But if you can do it, I absolutely recommend Brazil. I'm tired of all this mess about Brazil. Brazil is amazing. I would absolutely recommend Brazil. I would recommend Brazil if you have an openness to learning language, one, because Brazil is going to push you to pick up the language, Portuguese, and it's not an easy one to pick up. So if you have the aptitude for learning language and you want to come out here, I think it would be wonderful. It's wonderful people, especially here in the South. The people up in the parts where it's like mostly brown folks that look like us everywhere, for whatever reason, because I've lived up north a lot too in the tropics. For whatever reason, we just move with a different spirit. So it's like as foreign people, it's harder on us in those parts, to me, because people are looking at you like you're a come up and looking to potentially get you for something, even if it's not a direct robbery type of situation. You're a mark more up north. But down here, it's like so much money down here, and it's so diverse, and it's people from all over the world, all walks of life, and you're just chilling. Like, you're chilling down here in São Paulo. I definitely recommend it. And Brazil is amazing because you can go and find all these amazing small towns everywhere that give you like fantastic quality of life, organic food, wonderful food grown in wonderful soil, decent people. Most of the towns and cities in Brazil are not violent and crazy. Some are very, but most are just amazing. Brazil's not easy with children, so the reason being is that the people, it's the language. So the language is a big barrier. You have to, if you're coming with kids, you're going to want to get them going on the language ASAP. Organic food, yeah. The food quality, like, oh my God. I was in Florida for about a month before we came out here. I had left my island. I usually live in, so it's been a busy last couple of years, but I have been living in We were here in Brazil during the pandemic, and we went to Costa Rica, and we stayed there for like 6 months up north. Then we went to Florida for a few weeks and ended up back on our island in the Caribbean, which is called St. Croix in the Virgin Islands, and we were there for about a year and a half. And now we're back here. So I was in Florida in transition from my island back here, and the food just didn't have no vibe at all. It didn't have no vibe. It didn't have no taste, no flavor, no energy. Like the food was it was just terrible. Yeah, I coach and I consult, and I've been doing all of that from health to travel and all of that. Alternative living for years now. I don't push it a lot. I have a career too, but I do coach and have been doing so for a long time. So I usually will put a link for folks to schedule with me on Calendly on the videos. So you can do that if you ever want like a 1 hour or something more than that, or you want regular coaching or whatever. But I like to encourage women to just get free, because like, what are we doing in the States? Like, really, with black kids especially, like, this place is weird. I was there for, like I said, for like a month before I got back out here a few months ago. And I literally was like catatonic. I didn't even know how to maneuver in the States anymore. It just felt so bizarre to me. People just look like they're like a half mask. They're not even all the way fully alive. It just felt weird. So, I don't like to dog anything or dog people or dog the people of the United States or nothing like that, but it's very strange. Oh, you're a massage therapist. Yeah, you burnt out. I used to be really good at that, and I was going to Chinese medicine school, and I was considering taking up massage, and my spirit let me know that would, because I have the healing hands, and spirit was very clear that I should not be in that line of work, that would be very much a life force drain for me. So I just, I never did it. Just as an empathic person, I think I would have been picking up too much. I wouldn't have been able to get that off of me that well. But I really appreciate body workers. I don't even really go to get body work done because I'm so sensitive, You're a Reiki master too? Wonderful. I love it. So all of these are things that if you were to go anywhere, whether it's Brazil or Costa Rica, there is space for you to do these kind of things, and people love it. And you can start a business, and you can, a massage therapist, that is such a transferable skill. Like, you can transfer that anywhere in the world. So that's an amazing thing. And a Reiki master, forget about it. Yeah, my background is, my master's is in alternative medicine, so with an emphasis on herbal medicine and things like that. So I'm considering launching a business here in São Paulo. Right now I'm in the solar industry, so I'm just working. And, I used to have, bath and body line, skincare, and make a lot of products and herbal products and growing things and sourcing them for people when I was on the island. But I've just been chilling lately with all of that and just working. I'm on my jobby job vibe now, but I am missing crafting and making products and making, particularly skincare products I love to make and things like that. So I am considering opening that kind of business here in São Paulo. But yeah, I love it here. I definitely would suggest Brazil. The music is good in here. Definitely would suggest Brazil. Who else is in here? You go. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just tried to do my thing while I'm on this planet, because you really just don't know. You don't know how long you're gonna be here. You're sitting up, stressing yourself out, worried about some, stuff that's whatever. No one cares. One of the things that really gave me a lot of life force and energy back is when I stopped worrying about men. So I've always been brave. I've always been traveling. I've always been doing things. But one of the things that really brought a lot of peace over me is when I stopped caring about men altogether. I didn't care. And so that has helped my life and transformed my life, really. And so for that, even though I have 2 children off of off of my ex-husband and then, a previous, man that I was with, they knew I was a better parent. One thing I did have was some realistic men that I had kids with, so they knew I was the real custodial parent. They never tried to really control me, so I could always travel with my kids and do what I wanted, and they would fund a lot of it. Now my oldest is big, so I'm not getting that $1,000, $1,200 a month from her dad no more. I never had problem getting money from the men that I had children with. So that was kind of a part of how I got launched this lifestyle. But I've also always had online businesses, and I've also always, at one point, I was making money off, like some digital stuff. Not really now. I want to get back to that. But consulting, selling products, ebooks, different online things. So I always would either be doing that, or I'd have a contract. I'd be working that I could work virtually, some kind of contract, either teaching or working for companies. So that's how I launched my lifestyle. But yeah, I will let people know I did have the backing of a lot of money coming in on a regular basis from the men I had children with, which I'm grateful for. I would never have wanted to be with them dudes. I'm so grateful. They're not in my, hey, D. Joseph, what's up? I'm so grateful that they're not in my life, immediately, because it just wouldn't work. Because a lot of times they get too controlling, and they don't have, I'm not going to say they don't have the best interest of the children in mind, but they don't know. They don't understand because they're not doing the day-to-day. They don't have enough information to even know how to caretake and deal with that child, right? So it's like, because you're not doing the grunt work, you really can't control the situation. And so I always stayed back from the men that I had children with, and it's been a blessing, and they still knew and recognized that I was a better parent, and they let me do my thing. They don't stress me at all. They just send money. Well, one doesn't no more because my daughter is grown, but the other one just send money. Just sends money. So I'm so grateful. I've been so fortunate, so that's part. So I don't like to take that for granted when I talk to people about moving abroad. Like, you do need a base income. You do need something that's holding you up good. I mean, I work, don't get it twisted. I always have, different income streams, but yeah. What's up? I don't know if you're still on, D. Joseph, but yeah, I'm at the Marriott waiting for this Eagles and Packers game thing to pop off here in São Paulo. Yeah, that's what you have to do, sis, Cindy Lee. You have to reinvent yourself. You have to change your mind. One of the ways that I work with my mind a lot, because the mind is the biggest problem, is I do a lot of rampaging and a lot of affirmations. Even when I don't feel like it, I will do them. I'll do them in delta phase, like when I'm just waking up or in between sleep and awake. And I will put on rampages, whatever, law of attraction, rampages, affirmations. And I just want, you have to change your mindset, because we've been programmed since children to do this thing, to want this thing, to desire. I need to be stable. I need this. I need that. I need a man. I need to get married. I want to be someone's wife. I want these children. And so many women are waking up out of these programs now. So, and the way we do it is, by envisioning and telling ourselves something different. Rampages, yeah, you can find them. There's a really good one. What is her name? I love her rampages. Girl, I'm going to post some below. So basically, that's like self-hypnosis. So it's like a law of attraction technique, but it's like self-hypnosis. And it allows you to, like you can find them even on YouTube, and you just continuously chant or allow someone to chant in the backdrop while you're in Delta, while you're in certain mind states. Mental states, these words of affirmation, affirming your life, affirming your ability to manifest everything you want, knowing who you are, knowing you're capable of doing anything you want, no matter what you've been told, no matter, what kind of programming your family done put on you. It's usually family, parents, and all of that. So, as I do that continuously, and I've been doing it for years, that is what has changed my mind. You have to change your mind. I'm not saying you, because I don't know anything about you. You sound amazing, and you're doing healing arts and probably supporting a lot of people and helping a lot of people. And I find the mind and the fact that it grips with fear, and then we get lost in fear and let fear take us over, and then we become forgetful of our dreams and the things we want to do. We have to step away from it. Step away from fear, step away from, allowing fear to control us, basically. Yeah, renewal of the mind, sis. That's it. We renew our bodies with fasting, with detoxing, different things. Renewal of, I'm not saying that doesn't impact the mind, but it's the, we have taken in so much, especially in America. Oh my gosh, that place is so weird. It's like they're running so many campaigns at once. Everywhere you go is a program, something that's super programmed. So yeah, we have to go hard for ourselves. So yeah, at night before bed and when I'm waking up, I'm rampaging. It's kind of tricky, obviously, because you don't want to be dealing with your phone too much. But finding ways to make sure that you're able, whether it be a recording or something on whatever, but rampaging and just allowing your mind to hear those words in a state that's receptive to that and to kind of start to rewire it. So it's a lot of brain rewiring and retraining that has to happen. Now everybody don't do that. Yeah, girl, USA is something else. The USA is something different. I don't know. And I don't want to hate on the place that I'm from. I feel like my ancestors are very much indigenous to the United States. Like, I love that land. I've lived all over the country. It's beautiful places all over. That's an amazing country. But then weird people that's running the media and got everybody in a chokehold with all this political mess and stuff. And all of the mess. I can't. Like I will take what's going on down here with some of the crime and the different things that we deal with, and then leave all of that. Some I don't want what the U.S. has to offer. Indigenous we are. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, girl, my people is from the U.S. and don't. I like Africa and everything. I love Africa. I love indigenous people everywhere, and we brown everywhere too. And don't put Africa on me because my peoples have been in this part of the world for so long, and that's where I'm at. I might turn people off, but I'm like, I don't care. You feel me? I do not care. Like at the end of the day, they done try to take our birthright with that too. It's like, give me a freaking break. So that's part of how or why I roam the way I do, because I'm like, we were indigenous everywhere. Like, what are we even talking about? I have the right to be anywhere on this planet. So yes, sis, wonderful. I appreciate you coming on and listening to me. It's slow over here. It don't be popping, but I enjoy my conversations, even if it's just one-to-one. I really enjoy connecting with certain ones of you here. So thank you for coming on. I'm going to vibe this up and see if I want to stay here. There's enough people wandering around here, but I'm going to see if I want to stay here and watch the game. Girl, I can't stand football, but I'm about to pretend like I like it and see if I want to hang out here for a little bit. Yes, blessed love. You guys have a wonderful day. Grateful. Not you guys, but you, sis, have a wonderful day. And anyone that comes and checks us will go out later. Much love. Peace. They got some good music going here. I'm sure it's going to give me copyright. Peace and love.